You know what would be great to do on a cold day like this and a cold weekend? Go see theater. A show embracing dark comedy is playing now in Mariemont. Rumors is a production by the Mariemont Players, and this morning we're joined by the director of the show, Ed Cohen, and actress Arlene Basso. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Morning, Jen.
You're in the middle of the show. It started last week, so you're entering in the second week. How's everything going so far? Are you guys enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it. The audience really is enjoying
Good.
it. What about you, Arlene?
I'm totally enjoying
Totally
it. It's
enjoying
just
it.
fun.
It sounds so fun. So this is a Neil Simon play, and I want to start with you. For people who may not know, obviously a comedy, really just so fun, mystery, murder mystery. Tell us more about the plot.
Well, Neil Simon, as most people probably know, wrote tons of plays, and mostly comedies. But this is the only farce he ever wrote. And a farce, really, the plot really doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
The story doesn't mean anything. It's a vehicle to do a lot of jokes. And when Mariemont interviewed me to direct for this slot, and this year is proving it with the weather, I thought people are going to need some laughs in January. And this show is just laughs. It's nonstop, start to finish, jokes and laughs. And you kind of can't help yourself when you watch it.
Yeah, and that, like you said, that's perfect for this time of year when it's gray and you just need something fun and you need to laugh. Are you laughing through the show as an actor? Tell us about your character and what you enjoy playing.
So I play Cookie, who is a professional cook. She has a cooking show. And I'm just one of those eccentric characters that has a storyline with my husband, but we also have the overlying storyline that we're dealing with as a show, as a group. It's a great ensemble show, and I think my favorite part about my role is I get to do a lot of physical comedy.
That was actually going to be one of my next questions. This is a show that places kind of a lot of demands on the actors, but also on the director. You know, there's a lot of physical comedy. It's a big cast for a show like this. You know, an ensemble cast, there's got to be a lot of perfect timing to get things just right. Both of you, do you enjoy playing that? You said you do. And Ed, do you enjoy directing this kind of show?
I do. It's different for me because I do a lot of serious plays, but this particular show is just about timing. Mm-hmm. It's about set up the joke, get the punchline in on time, make sure the audience gets the joke, and you move on to the next one, which happens pretty fast. But I love directing this show. Yeah,
and you mentioned as an actor from a standpoint, it must be so fun to have this kind of ensemble cast. You know, you get the fun feedback of doing this live in front of an audience, but you get friends. I mean, as part of the show, talk about being part of a community theater.
Yeah, that is one of the biggest parts. The friendships what we develop. Some of us have done other shows together. Some of the people on the show I'm just meeting. And I think one of the most exciting things for me is my husband's actually on stage in this show with me.
Oh, that is so fun. I love that. And do you think that helps you, especially with a show like this, not just your husband, but having worked with some of these people before, and Ed maybe having directed some of them, when a show that needs really good timing, like with this, comedic timing, does that help you that you've known these people before and you can kind of trust them or you know what they're going to do?
For sure, but that's something Ed worked with us a lot. It was all about pacing, timing. That was really important to him, and he made sure that he instilled that importance into us.
One thing Arlene didn't mention is that her husband's on stage, but this is the first time he's ever been on stage.
Really?
It's a very small part, but he is loving it. And it's cool, and that's one of the nice things about community theater is you can give somebody a chance to do something. It's not a big role, but he's great in it. He kind of embraces it, and it's cool that the two of them get to do it together.
That is great, and these productions are top-notch too. And it runs through the 28th, am I correct? So tell people about where to get tickets and where the show is taking place.
It takes place at the Walton Creek Theater, which is a historic building. It's an old schoolhouse in the Mariemont area. It's at the corner of Walton Creek and Munchmore, right off Wooster Pike. If you look on MariemontPlayers.com, it has all the ticket information that you would want, telephone numbers, directions, and such.
All right, we'll make sure to go get your tickets before they sell out. We thank you both for bringing a little comedy to this dull, cold winter that we're having here in Cincinnati. So go laugh and go see these folks. And thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen.
Hey there, thanks so much for visiting the Local 12 YouTube channel. Click the links, hit subscribe to get notified anytime we post content to this channel.